Hey guys, I'm coming here again today with another Juno X tutorial. I just wanted to kind of make a quick video. I'm going to hold my camera here, but just to show the layering functions inside of the Juno X. For those of you who have watched my first video, I got this about 2 weeks ago. I have been spending many hours with it, and I'm absolutely loving this keyboard. So I do believe it's probably one of the best analog emulations that Roland has made. Having said that, let's get right into the video. In this video, I'm going to go through some of the layering functions here, and this synthesizer is capable of doing some pretty amazing layering. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm just going to go ahead and pull up this very first patch that comes in. This is kind of a big Juno X. Now this is the Juno X model. This is not the Juno 106 or Juno 60. This is actually the Juno X. My video's a little late. Sorry. I can't tell what button I'm on. So let's get into how you can stack these sounds and how this works in this keyboard. Now, up here, you've probably seen videos that show you when you are using stacked sounds, you have part level, and when you push the part level button, each one of these is a mixer fader for each one of your parts. So you can layer up to 4 synthesizers in a row, maybe 5, I'm not quite sure. Let's get right into it. So by doing this, we are going to come over here, and I'm going to hit scene and part at the same time. I'm going to hold scene and push part. And now you're going to see over here in this window, you are going to see the first of the stacks. Now you can navigate, let me move my hand here. You can navigate through the stacks this way. That first light is the actual scene that you're on, and this is the first instrument in that scene. Now over here you have little mute buttons that correspond to these yellow buttons. So as I hit them, the second one, as you see, the heater pad just came on, and now I have 2. I have 2 layered. So if I hit the third one, I have 3 now, which is going to add big pad, which is that one. Okay, so now you hear 3 separate engines layered on top of one another. So if you hit part level, now you have mixer faders for each one of those. Let's get those up. So I'm going to turn all of them up so you can hear them. So what I really want to do in this video is kind of show you that you can select either Juno X, Juno 106, Juno 60, or the XV5080s RD pianos on each one of these stacks. So the way you would do that is, let's say on stack 1, it's called X-Wave Synth, which is this sound here, which is beautiful. But I want to page through them. Okay, that's a wind pluck sound, and as you can see here closely, that's the Juno 1 sound, I believe, and that may be the Juno X. So if you wanted to page through other models, what you do is you hit enter here, okay, and then you can page through. And as you can see, it changed to XV01, which is XV sounds, which is a piano now. So if you page back this way, you go back to your Juno sounds, right? There's the original wind pick. But as you hit the right arrows, you can page through the different models. We're in the XVs. And of course, you can just, just page right through these. Oh, you have to select it, sorry. You have to hit enter, and now you can page through the XVs. Okay, so let's say I wanted to mix a water EP with another sound. So then I would just come here, scroll down, I would turn the second layer on. So now I have the water EP with the heater pad. Now if I don't want the heater pad, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to hit enter. And then I can right arrow through some other bank models. There's the RD. Let's say I want to layer pianos and I want the RD piano on top of the other one. I'm just going to hit enter. And now I have the Water EP and the Expressive Grand. Now keep in mind with this keyboard, you still have functionality of each one of those layers and setting the attack, the decay, the release, and the sustain, and all of that. Some of the functions are limited, but most of them work. So if I want to just affect the second layer, which is the Expressive Grand, I'm going to come over here. And I don't have the attack anymore because I can adjust the attack here. Let's say I want to adjust the release. Great. Now I'm going to turn my first layer back on. Let's say I want to adjust the Water EP, which is the first layer. I'm going to scroll up, and now I'm on that layer. I can mute the second layer and just work on Water EP. I can adjust the attack times. And you can make some pretty unique layers. So that's kind of how you can get into this. Now this is endless. Once you get into one of these sounds here, you can hit enter. And once you select it, I believe if you hit right arrow, you can get into some other parameters here, which are pretty deep. And as you can see, you can go down into the functions and all the parts. You can set MIDI channels for each one of these by diving into these scenes. Now, if you hit right arrow one more time, it gets even deeper. So as you can see, this is kind of a little bit of menu diving, but you can get in there and really design just about any kind of layer. Now, of course, on this keyboard, I'm finding out the polyphony gets limited as you start layering things up, but I'm telling you, this is incredible, and I can't figure out any synthesizer I've ever had that does everything this does. Now, I know ever since I've got my JDXA, I've really gotten into the layering, but on this Juno X, it's a lot easier to layer than I have found on the JDXA. Both synthesizers are phenomenal, but this thing here, the Juno X, is a model that I have not heard before that's that good. So let's get back to the main scenes here. So this is Juno X. Let's scroll to some other scenes. So that's a pluck sound. Let's say cold pad. It's very cool. And if you want, again, if you want to get into it, you can hold scene and part, and now here are all your parts. And of course, your mutes are over here, which is now just the first part of the sound. And then of course, the second part of the sound here. So if you mix them together, now you can scroll down to that second, and then you can adjust the pitch. You can do all kinds of stuff with all of these functions, and I hope that helps you guys out. I'm going to have some more videos on this the more that I learn, but I know that the manual is very limited. If any of you out there know where I can get more information that dives deeper into all of these functions that's in the manual, please let me know. I've looked through it, and I don't see a lot, so I had to kind of figure a lot of this out. I went to Roland's website as well, and the manual seems to be the same as you get in the box, which is kind of limited. Hope this video helped you guys out. Please click like and subscribe. I've got some more stuff coming through. I also do tutorials on mixing and mastering and all of that. Enjoy your day, and thanks for watching.